Okay guys, hi. So this video is just showing how these people were gang stalking tonight because I said I was going to be doing some rituals on them to get back at them, and one of the ladies came by the window when I had the curtains open tonight, and she was looking at me because I guess because she's saying that I sound like a powerful witch. The things that she heard me saying, because they were standing by my door, like when I start saying that stuff that I was saying earlier about what I was going to be doing to basically take matters back into my own hands, still under the supervision of the Most High God. So it's not like how it sounds, like it's not like how I'm saying it. But anyways, it's complicated to explain right now. I don't want to. That's not what this is about right now. Mostly, I'm just trying to show like how, like, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I apologize. I was turning in the bed. I'm kind of laying on my side in the bed. But yeah, so these people, when they heard me talking like that, it was multiple people standing out in the hallway. I kept seeing their shadow of their feet walking by and standing right there in the hall by my door. That's how they knew what I was saying. Because most of the people that's here, like, it feels so annoying when you go to a hotel and there's nobody there, and the only reason people start coming there is because you're there and they're being paid by a temp agency to come and gang stalk you. So after I left the Fred Meyer, which is, you'll see this video on the channel, I believe it's titled something like, I never thought of myself as dangerous and a witch. And then some more to that title, but that's some of the pieces that of the title that I just said. When a man in the store, in that car right there, the black car that the homeless, he had a dog in there. And as soon as I pulled up, he got out and went into the store, and there was a situation where I told him, "Watch your dog," and something like that. And the lady got scared. She was kind of trembling. I think it just took her off guard. She didn't know. She was looking like, oh my gosh, it scared the crap out of her. So I feel bad about that. Maybe she was older than she looked, because she was really scared. I saw it in her face. I don't think she ever saw maybe a woman react that way to a man trying to be covert in his gang stalking, like trying to harass and bully and make it seem like I'm crazy. I'm like, B, I know what you're doing. That's why I was like, don't start that gang stalking stuff. I said it in front of her face. So if she was curious, she'll be like, if she later remembers what I said, she was like, she said something about don't start that gang stalking stuff. So yeah, when I left here, the Fred Meyer, that's about maybe 3 or 4 miles away from here, the hotel, I saw these people when I came back, and I already said that I wasn't going to go back there, back to the hotel, because I already knew what was happening at the Fred Meyer. Once I put the address in, it looked like people were trying to get there, or they prepared, and because I put it on the GPS, so they had to go bring their stink selves over there too. And so they had SilverBack arrive, and he happened to be standing outside waiting, as if he was waiting for me to pull up. The guy in this white Audi here, you'll see. I just want to see Mr. Big Gorilla Dum Dum, because all of a sudden he's here. Yep, Washington plates. And that's when he walked. White car, white shirt. Like I just told the lady, but he's nothing to be feared, or he's not even a threat. It's just because I said something earlier today. Yeah, I apologize about my window. Actually looks dirtier than it actually looks in person. The camera has something to do with the light glare and stuff, looking like that. I could easily just press the water thing. It kind of bugged me, but we're about to go inside, and they have more cars here tonight than usual on a Monday. When it was the weekend, it was like 8 cars here, and then it became like 3. And now on a Monday, after I said I'm going to be doing rituals, I guess they want to call in some reinforcements, but I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. I have spiritual protection. They don't. I just want to... So that guy, this video I got is the second time he came back outside. I guess he wanted to see if I was still there or not. He went to go get a hat and put it on when I said something about him being bald. Because they have something in my car. I don't know if it's in my car only, or if it's what I experienced at Fred Meyer back in 2022, where they were emitting frequencies. It was something that was happening where people's talking in their head was able to be heard by others. So what in the middle of so oh yeah, that just brought that back to my memory. So some of these people who be talking to other people that you don't see, it's because they're emitting frequencies. It's something with telecommunications. I don't know exactly what the process is because there's different varieties. Like I believe there's 2 or 3 different ways that I'm aware of, that I've seen, that I have posted on a video maybe about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. I don't remember the title, but it has something to do with like telecommunications, or I forgot. But anyways, it's easy for me to find it because of the thumbnail I used for the video. But I remember I was able to hear the thoughts of the people around me, 2 people that was working on trying to, I guess, work together to traffic me. But because I don't know if God let me hear that, because I believe it's a network of something that only they can hear each other. But somehow at that moment, at that Fred Meyer parking lot, there was something that happened. I won't go into details here right now to save time for what I'm talking about on this video. But I remember I heard, I was like, did I just hear that? I heard what they were basically communicating with each other. It would come across as if they were talking to each other telepathically, but they probably was using the red box machine. And I know that sounds crazy to people out there. There's stuff out here that exists that people don't even fathom that exists. So if you came to this video and it sounds crazy, just do yourself a favor and stay away from crazy people. But anyways, since you guys might want to say we're crazy because you don't have the information that we're talking about and it sounds unfamiliar, I don't want to be rude to you because I understand, so, or overstand, so don't worry. You have the right to think what you want. And just, I please ask you to maybe look deeper into things to see if you may be incorrect about some stuff, so that you can learn and become more aware and protect yourself. So, I mean, they don't even help veterans. They don't care about us like that. They're out here helping the people that's gang stalking and harassing people. Let's just put it that way. That's exactly what they're doing. I was about to say let's just keep it simple. But so this dude, he's stalking me. He's harassing me, like trying to hear the gang stalk. Cause when he got in there, he waited till I got in there, and then he stood by where I was getting some coffee, and said Target paid him. And I didn't know. I thought I turned my phone off. Somehow, some way, my phone turned back on in my pocket. I guess it clicked against my pocket. And you can't, if you would have to use, maybe I would have to go to maybe an audio engineer to help me separate the sound, like to quiet out the raffle in my pocket. But when the phone was put back in my pocket, but the part where he was talking about somebody was in his inbox being disrespectful, saying nigga this and nigga that. Right after he said that, he said something, and Target paid me. Target paid him because he has to pay. He couldn't afford his mortgage, and he still has his soul. And I'm saying this because most gang stalkers, they don't have their soul anymore. I know that sounds far fetched. Just skip that part. Don't mind me saying that if that's too much for your mind to bear right now, guys, because I'm feeling that there's new people showing up to the channel and they're thinking that I'm crazy, and they're like, what is she talking about? Some of this stuff is like more advanced than some of you guys can even fathom. Like an officer told me, it was hard for him to fathom that someone hacked my email, when there's literally people out here putting readers on gas pumps. So when you go swipe your card at the gas pump, they got your information and taking your card information, and then you see, and it's not even a regular gas hold. It's somebody who literally took money out your account. They have it at the point of sale, at the counter too. But yet it's hard for him to fathom that someone could have hacked my email. Wrong, he's in the wrong field, obviously, but that's besides what we're talking about here. So this man who needs money to pay his mortgage came here came here to gang stalk me. I guess the job he has doesn't pay enough, so he had to go to a temp agency that hires people to gang stalk us and get some money. I guess maybe he never went to college. Maybe his college, he's trying to keep up with the Joneses too much. He's obviously not good at managing his money because why is he doing such a minuscule job? I'm just showing people this stuff so you can know what some of these people are doing out here to try to keep up with other people who don't care about them and who actually hate them too. Just like they trying to hate us who never did anything, seen them, or even spoke to them before. I just want to see Mr. Silverback. Big Gorilla Dum Dum. He had to go get his hat that time because I said something the first time when I wasn't recording about him being bald. But when I went into the hotel, he actually was still standing at the counter. They weren't even talking. Then shortly after, he looked back at me to make sure we made eye contact, to look at me mean. He almost wanted to smile when I did like a semi smirk because I was trying to show that just because you're an African American man, and I know how y'all be acting up here in the North when it comes to black women, y'all act like you part of the Ku Klux Klan yourself. So I was letting him know, I know a lot of black dudes up here they act funny when it comes to black women, but I'm willing to smile to you and be cordial and polite if you are as well. But then he stopped smirking. He wanted to so bad, but then he started looking at me like, man, I don't want, like, you're such a disgrace, you filthy bee, like a look like that. And then that's when I did this recording here. If someone stares at you, that means that they're trying to get your attention, right? I'm just saying that because if you stare at me and you're trying to get my attention, and then I look you in your face and you act like you didn't want to look at me, or you didn't want me to say anything or look at you, that means you're a dumbass and you're an idiot. Like I said, it's a Monday night and they don't know. Like, these people were supposed to bring some extra towels up here for us and they didn't. Buddy was staring at me when I came in hard until I looked at him and then looked away like, bitch, I don't want to look at you. Well, fucker, don't look at me either then, goddammit. It's that fucking simple. If someone stares at you... That's crazy. But sometimes I be laughing at myself, y'all. But after that, because right before, like when he did that look, I'm looking at him, oh Lord, and he made sure he had a little blue in there too. So that's all right, baby. I know you got to pay your mortgage. I feel you. You probably trying to stay in the house and keep an image up. You don't want to let them down and disappoint. I'm hoping your house real nice, cause it got to be, if you having to stoop to this level to get some money. At least you probably selling drugs, but the drugs probably ain't even bringing in money like that. Or you being watched, so you told them you gonna watch me. But anyways, this before I walked past this lady, because she came out when I left the hotel, like, is that the bee that was in the room saying all that stuff about all these rituals and stuff she gonna do? Because y'all, I wasn't having it last night I should say. I said some stuff. That's why those people started bringing in more. They brought in more. They want to up the ante and bring in some reinforcements. Like, I am not scared. I have no cares. I'm not worried about it. But I just wanted to show like the stupid stuff they do. And then he went back to the car to grab that bag. But yeah, Paul saying, I'm saying it because you're trying to pay that mortgage. What you gonna do next month? Next month you ain't gonna be the one gang stalking me. That's the part I was trying to get to, guys, is to say, like, people like us, the ones that's being gang stalked, we still keep going. They have to keep getting new weak people, a bunch of new weak people to come after us that's coming from all over the state, even coming from different countries to gang stalk us, but we still our same self. They have to keep getting more of them because it plays out with certain individuals. That speaks volumes right there. We're stronger than they are. They hoping that you have to keep hiring different people to do it. So anyways, when I was so not having it to the point I said that's exactly what I expected. When he did that little fake half smirk at me and then started giving me that look like you disgusting, filthy. It didn't look that bad, but it looked like I'm like, I don't know what the hell you looking at me for. That's kind of the look he gave me. But I'm like, dude, you the one who kept staring at me. You turned around from the desk to look at me and you kept staring until I looked at you like, what's your problem? You wanted to get my attention. So that's why I pulled the camera out to let you know I'm not afraid of you. I'm sick of you weak coward behind niggas coming out here acting like you hard when you like bussy. And when I say bussy, I'm talking about the men that be angry at women because they don't really like women. They be putting on a facade, having a girlfriend for 20 plus years. That's why some of them take forever to marry some of y'all, but y'all don't want to see it. Like some of you women out there don't want to see clearly that your man is feminine. I've taken videos in the past, women walking with men with skinny jeans, and the way he was walking, and he wasn't even walking with her like he was proud to be with her. It was kind of like it was fake. It looked like a facade relationship. Half of these, and I was dating a guy like that. A few men in my past that I've dated were the reason they were angry with women the way they were is because they were closet gay. They were angry because they couldn't really live and be how they really were. They had to live a double life. And it'd be those type of men that be coming up in here. They really don't like women to begin with. They want that D. They really want that D. So that's why I said he want bussy. Because he want that, that booty. Or never mind, I'm not gonna go that far. What I do know is he has to pay that mortgage. It's not the car note this time, it's the mortgage. So yeah. Then this video here with the 23 seconds is when I didn't know somehow my phone turned back on because he went and waited by the coffee machine where I was at recording him, where I was standing at on the last video, and then his phone rung soon as I started getting me coffee, and I waited there because I think they knew I was gonna just stand there and get some coffee. It's kind of like a movie played out, scripted type stuff. It's like they have someone behind the scenes, like movie producers. They know what's gonna happen before it happens, so they hire extras and other people to be at certain places to do certain things to affect the main characters of the movie, which is us. Just like they call that, what do they call that? They said so much. The Truman Show, yeah. And I remember that I've never in my life seen that movie until 2022. In the midst of me being GangStalker, they put that show on the TV when I was watching it. And I was like, you know what? I feel like that's what's happening to me. And that's when I was still going through an awakening. I was still really happy at the time. Even though my mom and grandma had passed, I still had a lot of joy still left. And that's why I didn't do the grieving process until later that year, around the holiday season, when it started to really sink in about all the different things that was happening to me on top of grieving the death of my mom and my grandma that died a month and a half apart at home the same exact way. I just want that to sink in. Just like Bobby and Christina Houston. I mean, not Bobby, Whitney and Bobby. I don't know why I said Christina. But yeah. Maybe Christina died too, somebody. But anyways, y'all, that's why I'm just saying, like, that's why I had suspicions with my family. Because I'm like, ain't no way. And then all that other stuff happening. And then I tell DHS knows I was having problems with my family. They take my son away from me and then put him back with my family. Then he has these scratches on his back, like somebody used a razor blade to slice his back in several different locations on his back and his shoulders. It's all orchestrated. Me and a lady was talking about that stuff earlier today. And she believed me when I told her about how they orchestrated it to put me in the psychiatric hospital for a week. So if I really was psychiatric, shouldn't I have been in that B for a month? At least. They forced it to be 7 days because it was only supposed to be 3. So if I'm crazy, how am I able to manage without taking medication? and I'm clean and sober now. No alcohol, no drinking, and no smoking. I did get permission that I can drink occasionally, but I'm completely, unless I'm growing it myself, I'm completely done with marijuana. I didn't want nobody to be able to say, "Oh, she's high. She's been smoking marijuana. That's why she's saying these things." Plus, she had this on her record of being in the psychiatric hospital. I removed all of those excuses that they could say to pretend that I'm crazy, so no one would hear me out and believe me. And she believed me, a lady that helped us with getting a temporary hotel until our apartment was ready for us to move into. And I found out she was a good woman. She also reported people doing something, and it wasn't private. They told on her. It was supposed to be confidential when she reported about the company doing embezzlement, and they tried to blackball her too. So then I felt safe talking to her. I'm glad I did take a risk telling her what I told her, and she believed everything, and she knew it was real. I don't know if it's because she was part of it, but obviously she's not, because my angels was trying to protect her for a reason. I'm just going to say that for right now, because I almost thought she was trying to show me signs of her doing just like the rest of the people when there's something that happened. But those things, that one thing was out of her control, and another thing was just, I guess, a misunderstanding, or maybe sometimes people have different perceptions. I'm just going to leave it at that. But my angels let me know they was trying to protect her. So obviously what I was getting ready to do was going to have some effect. Because they said they were trying to protect her, not me, her. And someone else too that I thought was playing with me. But I found out behind the scenes it wasn't because of them. It was because of someone trying to make it seem that way. One of the people it was because of was my housing coordinator at Home Forward. My case manager there. That's why things had been prolonged. But then anyways, let's get back. You can't really hear this man say Target paid him, but I'm just trying to put it out there in case somebody out there one day listens to this video and they dissect the video themselves. Phone is in my pocket. Then you put it back down. I was trying to talk about it. And that's when I took the phone out, and I'm sitting by the coffee. So I can't really hear it, but the part where I said, see, he told us some Target paid him. It was a bit after he said something about somebody was in his inbox being disrespectful to him. Why are you talking to somebody, and it was so important you have to stand by me to say that somebody was in your inbox being disrespectful, saying nigga this, nigga that. The conversation was fake. But they gotta do what they gotta do to pay that mortgage, though. They probably tell themselves, I'll only be here briefly, but then I'm getting your face all on camera and remembering and knowing who you are. They ain't probably tell y'all that part of the job. 2332. 2333. But yeah, I think that's it.
On the whole time, he had to stand right here to let me know that Target paid him. Bitch, y'all all are the targets, because I'm finna do some rituals on y'all motherfuckers, and you finna wonder what the hell going on. I got a Target bag right here. That's why he was looking at me like, bitch, I don't want to fucking look at you. I already know you's a raggedy, behind gorilla-looking dude that had a bald head to go back to your white Audi back out there staring at me. I know what the heck's going on. That's why I'm about to do what I'm about to do. This ain't no surprise. And this homegirl came out. She was like, oh shit, that's that same lady that we heard earlier. They know what's up. I guess Target had to pay you. So guess what? Target finna get fucked up too. Target paid me too, because look, we went to the store at Target to get some stuff the other day, and I still got a Target gift card that Self Enhancement Inc. gave me. Instead of saying we were going to get $100 gift card, they said we're going to get $100. We came there and there was $100 Target gift card. Even the lady on the freaking elevator was like, what is she going to do? What is she going to get at Target? She don't really go there. Same with me. It's just gang stalking. I'm documenting everything. I've been documenting it for the past 5 days. Everybody's all on it, and they're on YouTube, and they have no freaking idea. Don't make me go back out there and get your license plate due, but I don't care enough to do that. Because spiritually, you're going to get got.
Yeah, so sorry about the swear words on this part of the video. I just had it because it started at Fred Meyer. Soon as I saw those lights flashing, if you ever see a car that's just sitting there and the lights are flashing and they don't even have to flash the lights, that you're being gang stalked. They're just harassing you. And the same thing happened when I was doing this little side hustle that I created. It was sort of like Uber, but I had made some decent money doing it too. But it was very short term. Because I saw clearly that the people was trying to play with me, like have me drive 20 and 30 minutes out from where I live at 6 o'clock in the morning to pick them up to take them to the airport, just so that they could have 2 cars sitting in the area where they told me to meet them at, and have the car flashing their hazard lights and nobody answer the phone. And then months later, that same individual tried to call me. I didn't respond or say nothing because they were a gang stalker. People don't realize that stuff is going to come back to haunt you, and it's going to happen at the time where at an inopportune time where you really was counting on something, when you was dependent upon something happening. Hold the phone. No, that was off Shrek. I can't help it because I saw him Bluey is on mute, but they dropped the phone at that point when I said that. Then I said, hold the phone. But yeah, I just wanted to show that stuff, guys, to show like what these people are doing to pay their mortgage. So don't worry, people out there, that when you hate your neighbors and you live in a neighborhood, aka gang stalking neighborhood, or it seems like your neighbors are in competition with you and they're watching everything you do, don't worry. The neighbors that you hate so bad, that's always trying to keep up with you, they're struggling. They have to go gang stalk other people that they don't know just so they can get that little pocket change to add to the money to pay their mortgage, if it's not their car note. That's all. Thank you.